EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Singer. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Second down at 4. Looking to throw. Singer firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 101 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Holmes. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on 2nd down, Singer. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that is incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches for an even 100 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Crusaders are able to add on to that lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Singer. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something? something they can build on.
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a 2nd down and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Dupree. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 2. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he rifles one incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singer, throw left side, complete. That's Holmes. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, Singer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Singer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Singer. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Back to throw again. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Crusaders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that one a long 11-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Singer. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdowns there for Trey Sermon. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw on second down, Singer. And he will find his man on the outside. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Singer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Back to throw. Singer. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Only needing 2 yards on second down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Dupree, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 now. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on first down. Dupree. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of him.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Singer looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Singer got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Singer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Singer. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Singer. Holmes has got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Singer. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Dupree, and flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Don't do us like that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Crusaders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down. Singer. And his pass incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Singer. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Singer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Singer. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Singer. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Singer. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Singer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Singer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, Singer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Singer into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down. Singer. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Singer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Singer. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10. Singer. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again. Singer. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.